Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is My Daddy and What Does He Do?
All right, I want you to watch this chain on this motor when the door closes. Watch how low the chain hangs when it drags. Notice the chain dragging on the trolley. All right, that chain hanging down, dragging on the trolley. Watch it again. See how low that chain is? That's usually an indicator that you could be having a gear that's going out or worn out, and I'll show you now. All right, this is a Liftmaster half horsepower professional line, chain drive. You can see here, I mean, it's tightened, but after looking at it a little bit better, you can see chain hanging on both sides. All right, this is hanging too low. A closer view of this gear right there. Oops. Right in here, right underneath it, right there. Kind of looks like it's sticking out from here, and then you see the black shavings right here. That's your gear going out. 1, 2 here, 2 on the other side. You got 2 here, okay, and 2 on the other side. So those are the screws you're gonna take off. All right, don't forget to put your vice grip, clamp it behind your trolley. Keep your trolley from sliding when you start to tighten the chain. I'll show you in a minute. All right, as soon as we opened off, as soon as we took the screws out that I told you about, you notice right inside this gear section here, you can notice that there's some shavings right there. Okay, that's a clear indicator of a bad gear. All right, that gear on the inside is shaved down, and if you also take a look closer inside here, you can also see there's some powder all over this thing here, black powder. Okay, along with the grease, but there's black powder. All right, that's the gear, that's the sprocket area grinded out. All right, so once you see that, you kind of know you're right on it. But I'm going to show you what that gear, that sprocket looks like when I take that chain off. Take this off so we can take the chain off. All right. Chain off. We're going to start off by taking this one off, and that one. Okay, they're all 3 on the inside. Right here. All right. Right here. And the third one is going to be right here. All right. All right, guys, in order to take off this first one right here, you're gonna need an 8mm. All right, this is all by hand. You just can't access it. There's not enough space in here, okay? The rest of them, you can use your gun. And a 5/16 head, you can use it, but you cannot do it here. This is the one that you have to take off by hand, all right? Took off my second one in here. All right, now I'll go for my third. Bam. The next piece, to take the gear out, you're gonna have to pull this pin out, okay? You just split it and pop it right out. All right, right there. Bam. Okay. Here, a lot of times this is gonna get stuck. We just pull down, real greasy. Okay. Once that's pulled out, your gear's ready to come out. Now, from here you can push up on it. Okay, you can push up on the gear right down the bottom. Look, pushes right out my finger. Okay, push up, get the gear out. There, come over the top, pull it right out. Okay. All right, take the piece off. From your new gear, take the bottom piece off just like we did. Pop those out, okay? Inside your kit comes some grease. Pop that grease off and put the grease in there, okay? All right, guys, so we're ready to put our gear in, okay? When you put your gear in, I just want you to pay attention to what you're doing. I've seen people put gears in before and they put the screws in the wrong spots, okay? So you're gonna have one right here by itself, two right here together, and you have three, okay? Three, so 1, 2, 3. That's the same layout we're gonna put it in, all right? I'll show you now. Slide your new gear in, right there. Other side of the view, you can see there's a slot right in here. You're gonna lift it up, slide it right in there. Rotate it, and it drops right in place, okay? Don't put your piece on just yet. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do on the top, all right? Okay, remember we had the holes. We had 1 here, 2 together, and 3 here. Look, it's not gonna match up. 1, 2, and 3. So we have to rotate it. It's fine, it spins, okay? Keep spinning so you get all matching, right? Right there, look at that. All right, 1, 2, 3. Now we're good. We're gonna put 1 in here, 1 in here, and 1 in here. All right, first one is right there. All right, so this one here, we'll do this one. And those are good now. Since you have 2 in place, you can tighten it down. All right. Right there. All right. Third one is the fun one. That's the one that goes right in here, okay? Remember, you have to use an 8mm to get this one in by hand. I'll show you how. All right, so we got the 8mm in. This one you're gonna have to do by hand, okay? Like I told you guys earlier. All right. We're gonna slide our piece in. All right, got your holes right there. Right on it. I'll slide this in, just like that. So the hole right there. Okay. Pin. I'll try to do this while I'm having the video for you guys. Right there. Bam. All right, everything's in place. I'm gonna slap a little bit of grease on this one, okay? To get a little bit lubed up. All right, guys, I always talk about it in my videos because it's very important. If you don't do this right, then you're wasting your time. The limits, okay? The limit right now, which is right here, is touching this piece right here, okay? This contact, and that means the door is in the opened position. Right now it's in the open, which means my trolley is in the open position. So that's not a big deal. We're already good because this gear wasn't actually broken off, so I knew I opened and closed the motor from the wall button, so it opened up all the way. That indicates that it's open, so I don't have to make any changes. I just keep my vice grip right here to keep it locked so I can tighten my chain around. But remember, if your gear is broken and you don't know where it's at, you have to look at this limit and determine where it's at. If this piece here is down here touching the bottom, if this piece right here is all the way here touching the bottom, that means you have to slide this trolley all the way down to the end so that the door is closed, and then you tighten the chain. This will completely mess you up if you don't follow this step. All right, so right now we're in the open position. We're good to put our chain on and tighten it up. Watch this chain. Watch the chain down here. As I tighten, the chain's gonna rise, okay? That's why we tighten that. This is gonna rise also. Right now it's hanging below. We want it up. We want this, no sag, okay? So just pay attention as I tighten what happens. All right, right where you got it where you want. Looks like that's pretty good on both sides. You're gonna go ahead and tighten up this other side, okay? So just right here, a few turns, go up. Watch your chain. If your chain starts turning, pull it down, okay? Don't let it rotate up. Keep it down. So I grab this, hold it down, tighten it. Good to go. Remember how bad it was sagging before? Look at that. Nice and tight.